Ravana, he's a good example. We could learn from every type of person. But the problem is what we learn from them. We could learn how to be the worst people in the world from Ravana, and we could learn not to be like him. And that's kind of the situation with everyone we meet. We could learn, once we have a foundation of what's really valuable in life, then in every situation we could learn lessons. What lesson are we supposed to learn from that? What was that? Radio. Oh, radio. At least it wasn't a cell phone. So, technology has its great values, but it also could create many distractions. So Ravana, what was his wealth? In India, it's traditional that people keep gold. Yes? I don't know so much. But sometimes when a girl gets married, they get so much gold. And then they keep it. And they keep their mother's gold and their grandmother's gold and so much gold. Even my own, just recently, my niece came to my father's 90th birthday. And my father gave my niece on his 90th, because in giving we receive. People were saying happy birthday and everything. But he gave my niece my mother's gold earrings. She was very happy. But he was even more happy. And my mother, I'm sure she was the most happy. So even in America, this tradition of gold is something very nice. Because, dollars, they come and go, but gold is something that can generation after generation after generation, be within the family. So Ravana, he had so much gold. As far as my study of world history, I think he had the most gold of anybody that ever lived. He built his whole city out of gold. Yes, incredible. There were palaces made out of gold, inside and out. Altars made out of gold. He had an airplane. His airplane was made out of gold. And it wasn't like these airplanes. Whatever airlines you choose. They're more or less all the same. The same manufacturers make the airplanes for everybody. And, then they just do a little more or a little less service in it. Rearrange it. But the Pushpavan, that airplane had beautiful parks, gardens, lakes, palaces, beautiful palace rooms and beds, concert halls, and thousands of people. And nobody has to buckle seatbelts. No turbulence. And they can go whatever planet they want. He was a wealthy man, but he wasn't happy. He was always in anxiety. He was always in fear that somebody was going to try to take away all that he worked so hard to get. And he worked hard. You think you work hard for yours. He spent thousands and thousands of years in tapasya, fasting, in freezing cold places. Yes, in order to get the powers that he needed. And then he had to fight wars with Indra and so many others, and even his own brother, Kuvera. So he thought he was a self-made man, as they say. But he was always in anxiety. Because when you're attached to something, you see the world through your own image, and you think, if I like this so much, that means so many other people might like it. So many people want to have it. And he had so many lovely ladies that he attracted by his power, his influence, his force, whatever. His wife, Mandodari, his principal queen, was absolutely incredible, beautiful. He had everything. He had power. He had wealth. He had sensual enjoyment. He was always afraid and always wanting something more. To such an extent that even against the good advice of Maricha and Vibhishan and Mandodari, he went and kidnapped Sita, the wife of Ram. And he was obsessed. Nothing else matters to me if I can't get you. Such a world. Vibhishan lived right there in Sri Lanka. Can you imagine? Such worldly beauty, but so much violence and arrogance. That was the standard of greatness, being totally arrogant, envious, manipulative, and physically and mentally powerful. And everyone was training to get those things, and he had such an army. When Hanumanji was searching for Sita, he jumped over the Indian Ocean. And he took a little form and was just looking around, because he wanted to report to Ram exactly what Sri Lanka was like. And while people were having all sorts of obscene enjoyments that Swamis don't talk about, and so much intoxication and so much they think it's happiness. But when Hanuman saw it, it was terrible. He felt so sad. Yanisha Sarvabhutanam. What's night for some people is day for another. What was happiness for Ravana's people, Hanuman was seeing with absolute pity. And in order to have that vision, we need good, strong satsang. Otherwise, we could be carried away. When a sadhu or a devotee sees people enjoying intoxication and enjoying all sorts of sensual relationships, the people think we are enjoying, we are great. And a devotee looks, on one level it's disgusting how they're wasting their human life for these fleeting pleasures. On another level, these poor, we should pity them. That's the way a sadhu looks at people who are just eat, drink, and be merry. Life is meant for enjoyment, whatever form. But when those people see a sadhu, they think the same thing. They're wasting their life. Look at what they're missing. Look at what I'm enjoying and they are missing. How could they possibly be happy without what I have? And they pity us. Sometimes.